So the next part will be to put a bulb inside, and we've hollowed out the back section. So the first thing to do will be to create new component and then put in bulb. There it appears in the design tree, and then sketch, create sketch on that back face. And I need to create a center circle which is bigger than the hole that's been cut. I'll zoom in. Great. And then stop your sketch. So that sketch has been done on the back edge. And what I'll do now is I'll extrude that profile and that one, and I'll have a look from the right and then flip it round, and there you go. I can see how much I can extrude that. So judge yourself how much you want to extrude that, and then press OK. Now while I'm there, I may as well round it off as if it's a bulb. So fillet that edge and then drag the arrow in. So it could be an LED, and then press OK. So that particular unit won't be stuck on the back. It will probably have some power coming out, so it will need to be slightly changed. So this time I'm going to create sketch on this back face, and I'm going to create a circle, center, find the center point again where it goes from there, like a blue circle, click, and I'll make it as big as the first one. There you go. And then stop your sketch. Now go to create, extrude the big circle and the little circle, and then drag them out and have a look at the left, and then turn. And I've dragged it out. I'm going to drag it out a little bit more than the length from here to here, because I'll show you why a bit later on. So there we go, that'll be okay. And then press. Now then, I've got this unit. This will support a bracket for the back of the unit. So to give you some idea what this looks like, I'm going to go to render. And in the render mode, you can see that the bulb's inside, but it's not been switched on or anything. So now I need to designate some colours. So I'll click on appearance, and if I'd started from scratch, it'll look like this. So I'm going to get plastic opaque, and then I'll get a nice red, and I'll drop it onto the surface. Now, the bulb itself, I need to make shine and make light up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the shade. So this particular component, where's my bulb? So my bulb, my main shade. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and I'm going to go to Other, and I'm going to find under Emissive my LED. Now the LED can be applied to a face. So if I zoom in and then just pan, I can turn and I can see the inside of that bulb. And if I just click and drag it onto that face and then onto that face, and then twist up, and I'm going to give this a white colour. So if I go back to my plastic and then go for opaque and then go for white, I'm going to give this a glossy. See if I can find a glossy white. There we go. And drag it onto there. And that's still on face. Okay. Now I can close that off, press home. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There you go. And I can see that the bolt is inside the bulb. And what I'd like to do now is I would like to go to my setup, go to scene settings, change it to environment, and put my reflections on, and go to the library, and I'm going to change it to, in fact I'll leave it on sharp lights and close. And before, actually I'll go back there, go to my scene settings, and I'm going to turn down the brightness to 500, so it's quite dark. In fact I could do less, 250. Yep. And then press close. Go to in-canvas render settings. It's normally defaulted for advanced. You can click on fast, and you might, before you start, you might want to rotate it and see what views you get, and then you might want to just press play, and automatically you can see the bulb comes on, and you have to watch the elapsed time, and it gets sharper and sharper and sharper, and you can see the light that throws out. There you go.